Hey everyone, it's me, Donna. In this video, I'm going to talk about an idea for a company or organization that deals with addicts and alcoholics, people with different types of addiction and all that, mostly drug addicts and alcoholics, to keep them off the streets, and keep them out of trouble. Basically, this company or organization would be responsible for their housing and also giving them a means of making an income to sustain themselves. And then that way, and also to continue with their treatment and medications and stuff like that, to keep them on the path of sobriety. Because I've noticed with a lot of addicts and alcoholics that they seem to do great, excuse me, while they're in treatment. But once they come out of treatment, most of them have some type of criminal record or, something of that nature that hinders them from getting a regular job. And therefore, it kind of sends them in a negative spin. And a lot of them end up back on the streets, and then they end up either robbing people or stealing or doing, bad things in order to obtain money to get their drugs. And I don't really see in my area too much effort being put into helping these people. Don't get me wrong. There's a few treatment centers or whatever here and there, but a lot of the times, you got to have money to go to these places, number one, and actually get treatment or find some way to get money, maybe some way of getting, like from the government or whatever, some way of getting money in order to pay for this, okay? And also, I've noticed they're real quick to throw people back out on the streets. Like if they don't follow certain rules or whatever that they don't like, or if they have an episode or whatever the situation may be, they're bad to put them back out on the street and don't really care. That's their attitude about it, which, don't get me wrong, I understand we're all responsible for our own behavior and all that, and I understand that they shouldn't have to put up with abuse, the people that run these facilities and all that. But at the same time, they do have the understanding that, they're dealing with addicts, and addicts are going to get ill, and they're going to get cranky, and they're going to, have withdrawals and all that. So they need to be equipped in order to deal with that in the first place. Okay. And, so I feel like something should be set in place that will, be more understanding and try harder to work with the addict and get them through their manic moment and get them settled down, and then, have some sense of forgiveness and all that. And also have something set up to where these people can work. And, after so many weeks, like, they stay there for whatever the time period for the, the normal system of any addict staying at any treatment facility. They have to go by the rules and do whatever, and then earn their, freedoms or, whatever. Once they've earned that, then they can set them up with a job. And even after, like, once they graduate past a certain point, and then maybe they go to a halfway house or whatever, however long they stay at that halfway house, then guarantee them a job. And even, if they stay for a long time, like, let's just say, okay, maybe they're beyond the halfway house and they're wanting to move into their own apartment. Well, help them keep whatever job they've gotten through this, organization, And that way, even if they've got their own apartment or whatever, as long as they show up and they pass the drug tests and alcohol tests and all that stuff, and they're doing good, then they can keep their job and they can teach other people that come through the program and keep everything running. I think that would be a wonderful thing. And I would like to see that happen in my area. But like I said, I think that the program should be set up to where you don't have to come in paying any money. Like if you are an addict, you know, you're going to pay them back when you start working. Basically, is how that will go. You pay so much percentage for your room and board and all that. But your first initial time there, you don't have to fork out anything, or maybe just a small fee, like not anything near what facilities normally charge people. Maybe just whatever amount you have, or like $200 or $300 or whatever. Something of that, something that is more affordable than these other facilities. Okay, all right. And then, like I said, once you get past their system as far as doing what you're supposed to do, and you earn your freedoms and stuff, then you can start work. And then, like I said, you pay some of your money goes back to the business, and you help. So what you do is, you're a paid employee, and you help the organization earn money, because what you're going to be doing will earn a profit for the company. Okay. And you will get paid a decent pay, just like anybody else working that type of job. And you can feel good about yourself. And you know that, okay, as long as I do what I'm supposed to do, I've been given this second chance, and I can keep my job or go to another job within the organization's system. Okay. And here are some ideas, because I know there's some facilities that work with like the chicken plants and stuff like that, but that's not for everybody. Some people might be fine with that, but not everybody is. And I've noticed there's just not really much else for a lot of people within these programs. There's just not many jobs for them. So I've come up with some ideas that I think would be good. Now, uh, maybe this organization can start out with one or two, and then as time goes by and it earns a profit, then it can open up more uh, areas and shops. And that way, as more people come through and all that, then, they can build it and grow from there. Okay. All right. Let me go to my list. All right. They can, for one thing, they can open up like a small recycling center, which I know we've got one up on the 4 lane. And then also, between here, Muscle Shoals, there's, a few or whatever. And also, I have my idea for a, recycling co-op that involves our regular garbage, and putting more garbage bins and all that out throughout town. But this can be its own little small recycling center, to where, like, if you want to get paid for your cans, your aluminum cans, you can just go to this center, their recycling thing, and they'll pay you for your cans, certain metals, which personally I don't think they should deal with copper, because there's too much going on with copper, as far as the legal system and people stealing copper and all this stuff. So they probably would be good to steer away from that. But maybe, deal with other metals and stuff, small scrap metals, nothing big, no, not vehicles or anything like that. People taking their vehicles to scrap yards. This will be just more of a small scale type thing. Just whatever a person can tote or haul in the back of their pickup or car or whatever, they can just bring it in and go from there. Also, this facility could deal with, plastic bottles, because that would be something new for this area. Because, as far as I know, no place around here deals with plastics. So it would be nice if this facility, given that we know what we know about plastics now and the many, many, many uses for these plastics, that would be a good thing for this center to do. So they could do that, and maybe a few other things they can handle and deal with. So that way, people that want to get rid of their household items, and maybe you can't fit it in your garbage can and get rid of it, or you don't want to take it to some other place, then you can actually earn a little bit of money off of it and take it to this facility. Okay. Also, this facility could deal with donated clothes. People can bring donations and stuff, for anything from household items to, clothing and all that. All right. Then also there can be like a small clothing sorting and household item sorting facility, to where, the people that are going through the programs and stuff, they can sort through clothing and all that stuff, because then this company can take those clothes and sell them. They can bundle them up and sell them as a raw material, so to speak, or in bundles, to companies that are dealing with the whole clothing, the reselling of clothes and all that type of stuff. So yeah, that would be, good ideas for jobs and stuff. And maybe it could start out that way, and then as time goes on, maybe they can create like a used and new bookstore, something small, that people from the program can work at. And then maybe also like a thrift store, and maybe even a used clothes store. Like some of those clothes that get donated, they can be put into this organization store and resold and all that. Um, let's see. Also, they could set up like a small cabinet and furniture and woodworking shop, to where, people could come in and say, hey, I need some cabinets for my house. And you got someone there that's a trained professional that trains the people that work there to make cabinets and the furniture and, the different woodworking type stuff that would keep these people busy. And like I said, keep them earning an income and help them feel good about themselves. Also, maybe even a small mechanic shop. That might be a good idea. Yeah. Then also maybe a small hair and nail salon. You can have a professional train people, like, these things that start out, the organization can make sure they've got people that are knowledgeable, that have degrees or whatever, to train people in order to do these things. Okay. So that would be good. The public can come in and get their hair done and nails and all that, and not have to pay as much maybe as they would some of these other bigger, more popular salons and all that. Also, a small bike and repair shop, like where the shop can sell both new and used bikes, and also they can repair them. So that would be good. And also maybe even a small appliance and electronics repair shop. And also, they can sell these items and stuff, because there's not really much of an appliance store around here. There used to be. We used to have a Wages Appliance downtown and all that. That's long gone. So there's not really much of that around here. So this organization could set that up. Excuse me. And that could be an income earner. And train these people to to deal with these appliances and things of that nature. But also like TVs, these new TVs, teach people how to repair those. And even VCRs, old VCRs and DVD players and all that. They can learn how to do that. because there's always somebody that's going to pop up saying, hey, I got a VCR and I'd like to have it fixed or something like that. You just never know. Okay. And then also maybe a small ceramics, uh, or art shop, something like that, to where these people can they can deal with new ceramics or ceramics that they buy from the markets out there, but also they can make their own. They can have some of these people who are going through the program learn how to do ceramic bows and different ceramic items and arts and crafts and things like that that can be sold in this shop. I think that would be nice, and just have it placed, have these little shops, as as everything grows, have them set up along a certain block or something, and that way these people, they can just feel good, and they can feel like, okay, I can work, I can earn me an income, and I can survive, and I don't have to be out on the streets and go back to my life of crime and all that. And maybe it will really help more people get off drugs. That's something I would really love to see, because I don't want to, hear about somebody else, you know, ending up dead. It just, it breaks my heart. So anyway, talk to you guys later. Bye.